So guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guides. Today we're going to have a little run through the Back 4 Blood beta. Now, just quickly, I'd like to say thank you very much to Warner Brothers for providing me with a code for the Back 4 Blood beta. And in the Let's Play, we're going to be going through chapters 1, 2 and 3. Obviously, we've got chapter 1 in this video. Chapters 2 and 3 you'll be able to see very shortly. We're also going to give you our first impressions of the game and also a weapon showcase showing you exactly what you're going to be using as you take down the enemies going through the game. But obviously, for the purposes of this video, we're going to be playing through the main campaign, Act 1, called Resurgence on Survivor difficulty, which, even given the name, is the easiest difficulty that's available to us in the beta. We don't want to go through a nightmare or anything like that. Obviously, it's the first time I've ever played the game. I don't just want a video of me getting my arse handed to me. I'd rather show you guys exactly what you can do as you make your way through it. So as you can see, there's a good number of characters that you can choose for the beta. There's 8 characters in totals when you get the main game, which is coming out in October. And it looks like we're going to get a fair old balance of characters. You've got some kind of melee specialist. You've got someone called Mum, who wields a sawn-off shotgun, as well as a couple of guys that have got pistols on them. So going through the characters, we've got Evangelo, who's got a kind of large machete. Then we've got Walker, who's got a Glock 23. Looks pretty impressive. We've got Holly, who's got a baseball bat covered in nails. Always effective when you're taking down zombies. Then we've also got a sawn-off shotgun wielding Mum, who looks pretty badass, to be fair. Now, there are also 3 characters that are closed off to us in the beta. I'm not sure if they're going to be available at release, if they're DLC characters for later on. And obviously, we've also got Hoffman, who, well, looks kind of like a geography teacher going out with a pistol. So for me, I'm going to jump in as Evangelo. Obviously, he's the first character available. He's got a big machete, so why not? We might as well go in and have some fun with him. As you're making your way through Back 4 Blood, there's always 4 of you that are on the field. Now, it can either be yourself and up to 3 other online players, or you can play with 3 computer-controlled bots. Other than that, there's not really much I know about Back 4 Blood. I wanted to go into the beta kind of raw and fresh, if you like, so that way I can get a good feel for what it's like, rather than having taken on other people's opinions before trying it myself. So it seems like before we actually go into a match, we need to choose our cards, which by the look of it are kind of like perks. Now, the one that you could just see on screen, it was called Second Chance. It allows you to get yourself up if you're downed by any of the zombies that you're going to be fighting. So obviously that's a pretty useful one to have. Then we've got a few other ones that we can choose here. Obviously we get a knife rather than just a punch, additional stamina, additional healing, all that sort of stuff. So we'll ready up and we'll get into the actual game itself now that we've chosen the critical health and the second chance cards. So let's have a little look through the game.
I thought we said no more paddling up shit creek.
So there's a big orange chest here which you can open up, and it's a shop. Fair enough. So we'll take that. How many credits or money have we got? 250 up in the top left. And you can go through and buy frag grenades, ammo. Looks like you can buy weapons when you've got a little bit more money. And kind of offensive or kind of distraction like flashbangs, smoke grenades, that sort of stuff. You can buy all from this vendor. Now, obviously, we are at the start of the mission, so I'm not sure if the shop's only available at the start or if you're going to find more as you make your way through the areas. But obviously time will tell for that one. So let's carry on. We'll have a little mooch around and see what we can find. There's an enemy, I'm assuming, here, who was a bit pathetic, to be fair. Just kind of leaning up against the wall. And we've got a few enemies in here. They're actually trying to do a little bit of damage. And the machete's doing a pretty good job of taking them down. So the atmosphere feels quite good in this game so far. I know we've only just started, but it seems kind of dark and gloomy, kind of what you'd expect after a kind of zombie apocalypse. Now, let's have a little play through here. There's a few enemies here. I'm going to cut out for a second so you can hear what's going on.
See that?
Now, just before we got up that ramp, I did see an orange chest just over here. So I'm going to go over and open it up just in case it's got anything valuable inside of it. And we got weapons. So we've got a Scar assault rifle and a TAC-14 combat shotgun. Pretty useful in the zombie apocalypse, those two. So what we'll do, we'll take the assault rifle first and have a little look, see how that deals any sort of damage to the zombies. And they're going down like flies. I'm not too sure if survivor difficulty might just be easy mode. Obviously, it is the simplest difficulty we had the option to select. It looks like it is pretty easy, to be fair. These zombies are going down very, very quickly. So we'll shoot these last couple of zombies with the Scar assault rifle, then we'll just nip back down quickly and pick up the shotgun just to kind of have a little look and see what attack 14 can do against the undead.
See that?
Over there. Cover me, reloading.
That's not too bad, but for me, I prefer the assault rifle, so I'm just going to run back down quickly and pick the AR up, so I'd rather have that going through than the shotgun. I'll probably end up regretting that decision, but for me, I'd rather have many rounds than just one. Now, one thing I have noticed that you can only pick up one main firearm, otherwise I'd be taking both the assault rifle and the shotgun. It wouldn't allow me more slots. Now, I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to upgrade so you'll be able to carry more than one firearm, but as it stands, it looks like I can only carry one firearm and one melee weapon. So we'll just grab some ammo here and we'll crack on through the mission. Now, as you've just seen, we've just lowered this kind of step drawbridge sort of gangplank, whatever you want to call it, down, and there are a lot of zombies down there. It said that it's going to attract the horde, and there's a big guy coming up the ramp, so we're going to grab a Molotov out and chuck it down there just to kind of deal with all of the enemies that are on their way. Hopefully, fire damage will be as good as it is in other zombie games and kind of just rip through their health. And those fire effects look pretty decent. You can see the fire kind of emanating out with a nice kind of orangey, bluey, white colour. That's pretty cool. I like the effect of that. And the zombies have a nice little orange glow once they've been cooked. So let's just have a little look around here. We might be able to get some decent rewards after taking down a horde. What we got here? We got a fire axe, which had 2 green stats and 1 red one. Obviously 2 greens means it's better than the one I've got at the minute. So we'll take the fire axe.
Revolver here.
Chop more than wood with this. Reloading. Over here. I saw someone slip on these. They didn't get back up.
SMG!
So it looks like we've gone through that building and we're just about to make our way outside where there seems to be a lot of zombies down on the street level. Now, rather than jumping down and getting my backside handed to me, I think I'd rather stay in this window and pick them off as they come up to me. And it does seem like your teammates can do a pretty good job as well of taking down the enemies. Some games you play like this and the bots are absolutely useless. They'll either stand still or they'll fire into the wall, or, you know, they might as well just not be there. They're just taking up polygons on the screen. These guys that we're playing with now, obviously you can see down in the bottom left corner, each one says bot. So obviously we're not playing with any online characters or anything like that, but they are doing a very good job of dropping the zombies.
Is anyone still out there? We need help. They've got us trapped.
Hold on. We're here.
Oh, thank God. We thought we were the only ones left. We could really use some assistance. We're pinned down in the old... Fuck.
So as you can see, we're doing a fairly good job of taking down the zombies. Obviously, it's probably all to do with the difficulty mode that we're on. We're probably going to change that for later on in the Let's Plays, to be honest. We're looking at doing, like I said earlier on, the first 3 chapters of the beta. I'm not too sure how long the beta runs for. What we've got here, careful, birds can alert the horde. That's an interesting one. So watch out for birds if you play the game. Horde, I scared the birds. So now we've got a horde coming because we scared away some birds. Interesting one. I've never known zombies to be scared of birds before, but we'll go with it. We've got more zombies to shoot, so we'll get on with that.
Exploder incoming! Cover me!
Once I get the bullets back in this gun. There could be anything in there. I think they like me a little too much.
There.
Ammo here. Oh yeah.
Meds over here.
Watch out! Stinger!
Come get some, sons of bitches!
Blocked.
Now this guy that we're taking on seems to be a high-powered zombie, a bit like the big guy we took down earlier on after lowering down the bridge. He's again got a red glowing spot on his chest, which is a critical point. We need to shoot that as many times as we can until he's actually brought down. And I'm pretty sure I heard my teammates calling that a stinger. So far we've got a stinger and a big guy I didn't get the name of, but where it exploded it's probably like a bloater or a, I think in Dead Nation, if anyone remembers that game, a brilliant little zombie killing game by Housemarque, kind of a top-down twin stick. They were called bommies in that. Absolutely gigantic things, used to charge at you. If you shot them quick enough, they'd explode, causing a lot of devastation. But for now, we'll crack on through the level.
No way through.
So now that we're inside the building, let's have a little look in this chest and see what we've got. And we've got a defibrillator and bandages. I'm assuming a defibrillator will be used to kind of get you guys up a bit quicker if they go down. Obviously, we haven't had anything like that now. I'm not too sure how the revive system works, if there even is one, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see till later on. Now, this room's called safe. So close the safe room door once all players are in. So let's have a little look around here. Can't go through there yet. How many have we got in here? We've got one guy in here in the corner, kind of cowering down behind a couple of tables. Not too sure how safe you're going to be in there, mush. So we'll close the door and we'll see what happens now. Completed. Fair enough. So that's Act 1, the Resurgence, done. So yeah, first impressions of the first act of the campaign of Back 4 Blood in the beta. It's pretty good, to be fair. The gunplay feels solid. Melee feels very kind of overpowered, if anything else. Yeah, I'm a fan. It's almost like Call of Duty Zombies, but done better. I'm not a massive fan of zombies in Call of Duty. However, this seems like something I could quite happily get into. So now we've kind of got a results screen. We've earned 18 supply points, whatever they do. We'll have to again wait and see. We've unlocked the Tunnel of Blood starting points. I'm assuming that will be Act 2. And that's Act 1 completed. So then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Back 4 Blood. Whilst you're at it, please make sure that you subscribe to Griffin's Gaming Guides. Press the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of our future Back 4 Blood content. You guys look after yourselves, and we'll see you on Part 2.